friends from home. By the way, somebody in the morning class told me they struggled to find the content on my YouTube channel or like find me. If you go on YouTube and you search Micah Hudson, you got to know how to spell my first name. But Micah Hudson, there's not a lot of us. There's like a page, right? Like you run out of Micah Hudson users and then it goes to videos. So I am, pretty obvious, the math one. Also, if you want to see my dog, you can go here, and I got a couple of videos of dogs or whatever, but that's my personal account, but that's not my teacher account. This is my teacher account. And then you got to click on videos. I don't know why, but YouTube coded it unless I post an intro video here. Got to click on videos. We are Comp 7-8, right? Compressed 7th and 8th. I don't even say math because obviously it's math. So that's us every day. Yeah, Connor. Yo! Why did I call on Connor and 8 people are talking? Yeah, I haven't really looked, but that's probably just because I've had 7 years of teaching under my belt, and like every year some kids subscribe. Do it if you want, but it doesn't really matter. I don't care at all about how many subscribers I have, but what that will do then is as I upload stuff, you'll get emails, because whatever you subscribe to, YouTube will like send you those emails. That might be useful, like if I post some extra videos. As we get deeper in the year, I will occasionally make short videos outside of class to help with specific topics. So like say George comes to me and he's like, Mr. Hudson, I'm really struggling with distributed property involving binomials, which that might sound like what the heck is he talking about? So I might make a little 3 to 4 minute video like, all right, this one's for George. He requested some more review on multiplying with binomials using distributed property. And I just do a few problems and just put it up on YouTube. So today we're doing 322 and 323. Sorry, no, I lied. 321 and 322. Don't let me fall in the trap of doing the wrong lesson. I did that the other day with my high school class. But really, what we're doing today is extension on what we did yesterday. But yesterday is involving the addition processes, and today is involving the subtraction processes. So go ahead and hedge your papers. I gotta check. So I kind of want to run today as a test. Because tomorrow I'm going to have you guys working through a lesson completely on your own. I mean, the teacher, like, I've got the Smartboard slides made up for them if they want. They can pull up the digital textbook. But you don't really need them, right? You don't really need me. It's dangerous to say that. I mean, you're fired. No, you don't really need me to learn, right? You can learn on your own. So I'm apprehensive, but hopeful that this could go well. I do not plan on doing this often, but especially because we're trying to like run through 2 lessons and like just see where do we have issues and where do we need to answer questions. I'm going to put up here the questions that like are planned for my lesson, and I want you guys to just dive in as your group. Now you can solve the problems on your own and then come back together as a group and talk about them and make sure everyone's like got the same answers, or you can all work through the problems all together, but you're going to want at least 2 books at your group, which I've said pretty much every single day, so you have a book pointing both directions. So if you don't have books, grab those right now, and I'm going to write up here the questions that we want to do. Now, I've also got some announcements, but I wanted you guys to get your books, so that's why I'm kind of going out of order. So at the top of your paper, go ahead and jot down these problem numbers. Now, these come from 322. You'll be able to figure that out. But just put them on the top of your page, and you'll be fine. Yeah. 24 through 26. Like 24, 25, 26. Yeah, sorry. So that's like through. Those should be kind of quicker problems, most likely. 26, you can skip part A. It's like too easy. You can just dive right in at B. Can I help with something, guys? Here. I got extra back here. Grab it. Okay, so now I just don't just start yet because I've got a couple announcements. Do we all have this written down? I should have said this before people put binders away. I'm going to give you the problem set for tomorrow right now, too.
Good morning,
So,
Aubrey Crace, please come to the office. Aubrey Crace to the office, please.
if you want to write it on this paper, or if you want to grab out a second paper, tomorrow your objectives will be, sorry, not on 322, on 323. Oh, come on. The best laid plans of mice and men often go awry. It is, it's in a book. So, 51. And that's really it for tomorrow. So the idea is that your group would work through these 4 problems in like 20 minutes probably. I don't think you probably need more than 5 minutes per problem. And then spend the rest of the time on your homework and hopefully not take any homework home. That's my goal for what you guys do tomorrow. So, couple announcements to make sure that this hopefully works. Because this is the first day that I'm out this year, we got to kind of go over some protocols that I'm not necessarily worried about. Like, I'm not worried about this at all. Sorry, I should say I'm not. But just from past experiences and classes that weren't as awesome as you guys, I mean, like, as a whole grade level, like, your 7th grade class is pretty awesome. There have been issues in the past, right? Guest teacher comes, they don't know who you are. Being a guest teacher is hard, guys. I was a guest teacher for 6 months, a substitute. We try to have more respect than just say a sub. So we call them guest teachers around here. I was a guest teacher for 6 months starting out, and you don't know what group of students you're walking into. You don't know what administration in the building you're walking into. You don't know what medical situations you're walking into or content you're going to teach, X, Y, Z. Like, there's a lot that you just don't know on a daily basis. So don't make their job any harder than it already is. Okay, I leave them a photo roster of you guys, and if anyone creates issues, I ask for them to leave me a specific note naming people by name. If I have to talk to you on Monday about a note that the sub left for me, it's not going to be a fun conversation. Right now, I don't think that's going to have to happen, but to put it out there so it's been said, respect the sub even more than you respect me. Or if you don't respect me, just respect the sub. Do not turn in homework tomorrow. 1, because there's a sub here and that's confusing. And 2, I'm not 100% sure what homeworks I'm going to collect. Here's a new idea I'm floating around. When we take a mastery assessment covering the things that we've done on the homework, so this was mainly written for Math 7 who is taking NFA mastery tomorrow, but it's going to apply for you guys too. When we go to take that mastery, that's going to tell me how much effort and time and like kind of like engagement you put into your homework. Your mastery tells me, like, did you do it, right? Did you learn it? Do you know it effectively? So I'm toying around with this idea that if I give a mastery that covers everything from those homework assignments, if you master it, you wouldn't have to turn in your homework. Now, if you get a progressing, you would need to turn in all the practice work that led up to that, and then do revisions or whatever else. So this is partly stolen from Mr. Hall, who has this process, I believe, that you don't have to turn in any homework if you master the assessment. If you don't, you have to turn in all of it. So as opposed to, like, I do, like, kind of weekly homework checks. I mean, he, I think, lets it go more long term. He does, like, daily checks, like, okay, did you work on it? Okay, you're not quite done yet. Well, like, if you eventually then master all that content, you don't have to turn anything in. So that's an idea I'm playing with right now. You did. I have those. I'm going to hand those back once we start working here soon. So it was actually like a chapter test. It wasn't. So we essentially call all tests, quizzes, things like that, masteries here. But I have like quizzes and tests. The tests are like end of chapter. The quizzes are like in the middle. If you want the fancy words, it's formative and summative. Formative is while you're learning, while you're forming those ideas. Summative is at the end when you already should have put it all together. It's put it all together. So quizzes that we take are formative assessments, like the test that you took last week. That's a summative. You should have already learned all of that. Some of you guys got progressings on that. That's okay. As we talked to your parents about last night, I'm going to hand back the test, and about half of the class either has a progressing or a C me for mastery, which means I just want to talk to you about something before I really let you be mastered. I want to make sure that you understand something because you had some errors on your test. That's fine. Do not feel bad about that. Give me your eyes. Do not feel bad about a progressing. Okay? This group of people is always the people like, oh, I failed, I gotta pee, the world is over. Because you're used to doing well in school. Like you learned how to play school, you do well, you put in high quality work, and a lot of times you get good grades. Progressing is not a bad grade. Progressing is us pushing you to be even better than you were right then. And you're probably already better now because that was a week ago. Right? You're a better person now than you were a week ago because you've grown, you've developed. So, progressing's not bad. It just means I know you can do better. Okay, so progressing really means like I see how awesome you are and you didn't quite get there on that assessment. And we want to get you there. Yeah, if the guest teacher reports off-task behavior, things are no fun. So let's just avoid that. Yes. So that's all that I got for you guys. Do you have any questions about tomorrow? Me being gone or anything else? I'm going to hand back your homeworks that I have. I'm going to hand back the tests that I have right now. Your test grades right now are in my Google spreadsheet, not in MAP. If you take care of them today, they will never go into MAP as the grade that's written on it. It will go in as a fixed grade or whatever else. If you don't take care of it today, it's fine, but I'll probably post grades in MAP tomorrow. I'm not doing it today because I don't want your parents getting an email tonight and going, you have a progressing, what is this? Because they still don't totally understand, and if they weren't at the meeting last night, they don't understand. So I'm not going to put stuff in there today. I'm going to put it in tomorrow or at some point over the weekend, so they won't care about it on tonight's email, right? Sometimes I kind of play that not really play that game, but I'm trying to help you have a bit more time before your parents jump on your case, right? Because my goal is if you take care of it, your parents don't need to be involved, right? You got this. It's your assignment, your revisions, your grade. Like, they don't matter. Well, they do, but they don't really, right? For you revising your math test, your parents don't matter for that. So welcome to independence as you start to grow older and older. It's on you. It's not on them. So this is the tomorrow's stuff, Jesse. Did you need that or the today's? So your group can just dive in. 3, 2, 1. So I will kind of float around the classroom, or not float, but walk slowly. And if you guys need help on anything, or if you're having a debate at your group, if you can't figure it out, call me over. But then on Monday, we're kind of going to debrief all of this, like the 3, 1, 1, 1, 2, and 1, 3. We'll debrief all 3 of those lessons. Thank you. Actually, I'll snapshot this and put it up on the TV. That was loud. So again, today's work is these problems. And then to help block out all the crazy noise from other places, I'm going to throw on some beats.